Good morning. Thank you for joining us on NTV Today. My name is Gladys Gachanja. It is the 14th day of December and we shall be bringing to you all news, current affairs both within and without the country. We are now joined by my colleagues from across the counties. For now, we'll start off with Kevin Mutai, who is in Mombasa, and of course we'll be joined in by Bernard Ojwang, who is in the Rongo area. For now, let's start off with Kevin Mutai in Mombasa, who's the region definitely has been in the headlines when it comes to insecurity. Kevin?
Well, thank you so much, Gladys, and good morning. We are live from Mombasa following up on a couple of stories, but here we are in Nyali, whereby currently there's an ongoing seminar whereby all the member states engaging in the Northern Corridor Integration Project are currently meeting here in Nyali, and they are discussing, deliberating on a biannual report that is yet to be implemented come June, whereby all the member states involved in this particular project, including this is the Northern Corridor multi-modal transport route linking the landlocked countries of Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Rwanda, South Sudan and Uganda at all the way to the seaport of Mombasa. This comes at a time whereby the member states have decided that the efficiency of the Northern Corridor is a vital move to enhance the movement and the movement of goods, and of course to enhance the regional integration towards improving the economic growth of these particular member states. The meeting has just kicked off and we will be following on the proceedings happening there. From Mombasa, we are also following up on the execution of ex-Kilifi governor, that is Kenneth Kamto, whereby he was killed by unknown assailants while at his house in Nyali. We were told that the post-mortem was conducted yesterday and we're yet to receive that report, and we will be bringing you that story. We also have a story whereby a building collapsed in Kaloleni and 5 people were injured, and the search and rescue mission started all the way from 9 p.m. yesterday when the building collapsed, and we were told by security officials who were there that they managed to rescue 5 people, and the Red Cross officials who were there managed to give them the first aid treatment and are currently receiving, they are being checked at the Coast Provincial General Hospital in Mombasa, and they are in good condition. We are also following up on that story. Remember, Mombasa County has been experiencing challenges in terms of insecurity, and yesterday top security chiefs met and deliberated on ways to improve the situation, saying that they have deployed proper, or rather enough security personnel in the region to man and ensure residents of their security. Remember, there's been spate of attacks whereby criminal gangs have been killing, maiming and even robbing residents in this particular region, but during that particular meeting, the security officers were clear, saying that there is no cause for alarm and that they have upped their game to ensure that security is beefed up in Mombasa. Remember, this is a festive season, and that they are warning that anybody who wants to engage in any criminal activity will be dealt with according to the law. We are following on the proceedings of the Northern Corridor project that is currently happening here, and we will be back to you with more information. Back to you, Gladys.
Thank you, Kevin Mutai, speaking to us from Mombasa. As he has mentioned, the Northern Corridor Integration Project Conference has officially started. And of course, the Northern Corridor is very vital in the integration and movement of goods and services within the region, expecting more coming from that conference. And of course, the fact that the coast region has been hit by a spate of attacks in different areas of it. Stakeholders in the security sector actually met yesterday, and a lot more will be done even as we delve deeper into the festive season. Well, we now cross over to Rongo, where our colleague, that is Bernard Ojwang, is standing by. Bernard?
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Gladys. We are here at Rongo University. It is a big occasion here. That is the installation of the new Vice Chancellor since this university started back some years back. And it started, and it has, by now, it has moved, it has a population of 6,000. And currently what's going on here today is the installation of the Vice Chancellor, that is Professor Samuel Gudu, who will be heading this institution. And remember, apart from that, what's going on here is today is the graduation of the third graduation of over 1,500 graduates will be getting their certificates here, starting with the masters up to certificate level in different professions. And now we are just going to talk to some of the students here. Join me here. Okay, could you just please tell us, start with your name? It is a good day for this institution, and you are having the new Vice Chancellor. What do you take this for?
My name is Abdul Kadir Wario. I'm expecting to graduate with Bachelor of Education, Science, Mathematics and Physics. I'm expecting the Vice Chancellor. He has qualities. He has qualities in improvement. He has led this university since it was a constituent college from Moi University, and we have seen rapid development in this university. So I'm expecting him to continue developing the institution. Yes.
By now you are going out there for the market, and each and every time we've been getting cases whereby students are being urged, use that knowledge that you've acquired from maybe from your profession, at least to come up with your own initiative. What's your take over this?
Yeah, I join my friends in encouraging us, the graduates, to come up with initiative to help in self-employment. But also, I urge the government and all the employers outside there that we are having a challenge that most of the graduates are not being employed. So we are urging the government and the employers outside there to create more employment opportunities for the youths.
Well, thank you very much. I speak to another person. Okay, it is a big day for this institution. That is the installation of the new VC. What is this for you?
For me, it's such joy. It's at least a new dawn for the university. This is our third graduation ceremony, and we're excited. My name is Betha Kute. I'm hoping to graduate with a PhD in educational management and policy studies. It's been a nice journey of research. What I enjoyed most in Rongo University is that there's a lot of room for growth, there's a lot of room for research, and with Professor Gudu as a senior researcher, we hope to see the best for this university. I can assure you, it's the coolest place, the nicest place, and the quietest place to be and to learn.
Currently, we have freshers moving out of there. They are going to look for jobs. And each and every time you've been getting, they are being encouraged at least to come up with their own initiative. Do you think this is a good idea?
It is, sure. In fact, those who watch the digital platform, you can see that our students have had several initiatives in development, and especially in the field of technology and science, and also for special needs. So we hope these things will improve and that we shall scale higher and better heights for the university.
Well, thank you very much. I'll speak to another person here. Today, Rongo University is getting the first Vice Chancellor. What do you expect?
Shukran, naitwa Kasim Mohamed, nikiwa nimesomea wanahabari na mawasiliano katika chuo hiki cha Rongo tangu mwaka 2014 hadi leo hii ninapotarajia kutuzwa shahada yangu siku ya leo. Lakini kumzungumzia naibu chancellor niseme kwamba ni mtu ambaye kwamba nilimpata hapa mnamo mwaka 2014 na leo hii naweza sema nimeona matunda yake, manake maendeleo ambayo kwamba amefanya kupeana ujuzi, manake chuo kikuu cha Rongo kama wanavyosema a gold mine of knowledge, na ni kweli kwamba tumefunzwa kukuwa empowered ili kwamba sisi wenyewe tuweze kujikimu na kujitegemea mbeleni. Lakini niseme tu kwamba kule nje tunapoenda kutafuta ajira, wengi tunatoka, vijana wengi wanatoka wana huo ujuzi, wana ujuzi na pia wana mawazo mapya ambayo kwamba yanaweza kusaidia jamii kwa vyovyote vile. Lakini utapata kwamba ile inaitwa capital ya kuanzisha, kwa sababu kitu chochote kile unachotazamia kuanza lazima uwe na capital, na utapata kwamba hilo ndio tatizo kubwa sana ambalo kwamba vijana wengi tunalo. Wanda labda mimi kibinafsi labda nimesomea uhariri ama inaitwa editing, video editing. Ningependa nianzishe hata kikampuni changu mimi mwenyewe kibinafsi, naweza kuchukua video katika hafla kama hizi ama katika harusi. Lakini utapata kwamba ule uwezo wa kupata zile stakabadhi ninazohitaji, kwa mfano kamera, zile vinaza sauti na vile vipaza sauti, sina hatuna uwezo. Kwa hivyo utapata kwamba ndilo tatizo sugu linalotukumba na kutusibu sisi mahafali ambao kwamba tunatoka kwenda kule nje.
So your advice to the graduates is that they should not only concentrate on employment, white collar job, that they should come up with their own initiative.
Absolutely. Mimi naamini kwamba ukiwa na yale mawazo ambapo kwamba mwenyewe una innovate, uko inventive, kwamba njia zote zitafunguka. Unapotoka kule nje, njia zitafunguka. Wafadhili wapo, mimi sisemi kwamba wafadhili wapo, nimetembea kule nje. Naamini kwamba nitakapotoka hapa sitakosa cha kufanya mimi.
Naam, asante sana Gladys. I'll speak to the last person here. Just joining me, madam. Okay, you are graduating today, and apart from graduation here today, we have a big occasion, that is the installation of the first vice chancellor of this institution. What do you think? Are you expecting something after the installation of the new VC, the first VC of this institution?
Yes, first and foremost, my name is Janya Kongo, a graduate from the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies, graduating in Bachelor of Science, Communication and Public Relations. I thank God for this day, and I thank God for the installation of the Vice Chancellor. With the installation of the Vice Chancellor, I know that there are going to be greater developments than we have seen. It has been great. Rongo University, as I joined in 2014 until now, it has really grown, and I encourage everyone to come to Rongo University. It's a very good place to learn. The lecturer-student ratio is very, very good, and we are learning at a very conducive environment. The installation of the Vice Chancellor is really a development, and it is something that we can reckon, and it will bring a lot of development in our university, infrastructurally and other sectors. Yeah,
so you are expecting a lot of change in this institution?
Of course, I'm expecting a lot of change. More than, I want to leave it a better place. When I come back here, I'm expecting very many changes to be there.
Each and every time we see young students, maybe after graduation, somebody is doing a job that he was not pursuing at the university. What do you think brings all this?
Really, that is a very big disappointment. A lot of people are graduating from a lot of institutions in Kenya, and the job market is flooded. First of all, I encourage the graduates to use their skills that they've learned. If it's camera work, if it's photography, wake up and do something with what you've learned. And it's a challenge also to the government to open up other industries. And corruption is the main thing that is bringing all this challenge, because someone wants to employ who he knows and on the merit of money, or on the merit of who knows who. That is a very big disappointment, and it should be a challenge out there. And for the graduates, just wake up. Despite the challenges, I know we will make it out there.
Yes. So you are encouraging that this should come, and of late we saw some Form 4 just cleared their Form 4, and come next year they will be joining these institutions. Some of them, maybe was your message to them?
First of all, welcome to Rongo University. Second of all, welcome with a very positive mind. Do all you can to make it. Study. Wachana na mambo ya works or anything. Just come, study, do your best, get you what you can. Because if you do a honest work, honestly, God will reward you for what you've done. Yes.
So you which profession?
Communication Public Relations Officer. Yes.
So you are set to go?
I am very set to go.
Well, thank you very much. I'll speak to Jeremy again. Come. Okay, today the VC is being installed here. What are your expectations?
Okay, as academics, administrative staffs, we like to appreciate our students who have been joining us, and we like more students to join Rongo University so that they can take their degrees and diplomas to the next level. So I'm happy so that our students to go outside there, so that to look to job markets, so that they can have their daily lives. Okay.
And maybe you think there will be a lot of change?
There are changes. We need changes. More students must come and join the university so that they take their degrees and diplomas, even certificate levels.
You've also heard from some of the graduates here. They are saying that they are challenging the government at least to come up with more initiatives whereby they can also get employed.
The government, most of the time, government do take students to private universities. They leave the government universities. So we like students to join government universities so that they can get help, they can get assistance from the government. Yeah, in terms of fee payment and all that.
Well, thank you very much. Gladys, you've heard from the students there, the graduates there, and also they are saying that, as I told you there before, we have two occasions here, that the installation of the new the first and the new vice chancellor of these institutions is started back sometimes back. And remember what's going on here today. We have graduates. They are going outside there, and they are pleading with the government at least to come up with more initiative so as to enable them get these job opportunities, at least not to get discouraged after moving out of here, starting hustling. And some of them you've heard saying that they are going to use the skills that they acquired here, at least to come up with their own initiative for their own benefits. So back to you, Gladys.
Bernard Ojwang coming to us live from Rongo University in Migori County, and the university will actually be holding its third graduation ceremony today. But also of importance is the fact that it is overseeing the installation of a new vice chancellor since it was established. Well, Bernard Ojwang seems not to be done with his list of guests.
Well, thank you very much. So we have a new VC. Join me here. Prof, you are here, and tell us what's going on here today. And we've made to understand that there will be installation of the first VC of this institution. What's this for you?
Thank you very much. We, of course, have the main function is the graduation of the university graduates for the year 2018. But there will be a secondary activity of installing the Vice Chancellor, knowing that first, this is the first Vice Chancellor of the university, and secondly, he was appointed Vice Chancellor after the large graduation, so we need to have him installed so that he can carry out his duties without fear, favor, or any fear.
Prof, what do you expect from his leadership?
Great things, great things. He's been here now since 2012, the year 2012, yes, when the university started as a university in college. And great things have happened. We have developed programs. We have gotten quite a few professionals coming in. I think for the next 5 years, this university will go to long distance with his leadership.
Prof, when we were speaking to some of the graduates here, they were saying, after coming out of here, you've seen it even there before, most of them, they go at least starting doing whatever they didn't pursue. And maybe what's your message to these graduates here today?
The message is simply like this. One, the university is a period when our young people grow up. They open their minds, they gain experience, they interact with people from other areas that they didn't even know existed before. That's one. Two, they also learn that it's not just a bleak society that they live in. There are so many opportunities out there. And if, for example, something doesn't turn out immediately in their area of training and discipline, there are so many opportunities that they can get into. So for purposes of their own development and developing society.
Form 4 just finished their KCSE exam, and come next year, some of them will be joining you here. Maybe what's your message to these Form 4? They are outside there.
The message is simple. We welcome them to Rongo University, those who will come to Rongo University, and indeed those who want to go to other universities. They are welcome to university. As I indicated earlier on, it's a time of growth, it's a time of development, it's a time when they develop their skills and their understanding of society. And we are here to receive them and give them an education and also give them soft skills that will help them in their development.
Well, thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much. Gladys, I was speaking there to one of the professors here at Rongo University. He has also mentioned, appreciated the appointment of the Vice Chancellor of this institution, that is Professor Samuel Gudu, saying that they expect a lot of change for this institution. And also he has also urged the graduates who are also going out today to look for for jobs out there, at least to make good use of the knowledge they acquired here. And also he has also appealed to Form 4 students who just finished their KCSE the other day, that they should go for the best course that can change their lives. Back to you, Gladys.
Thank you. Bernardo Juan speaking to us from Migori County, to be specific, Rongo University. They are having their third graduation ceremony and officiating or installation of a new Vice Chancellor. More sights and sounds coming from that ceremony in our subsequent bulletins. For now, let's stay with education matters and to the pull and tag over the competency-based curriculum whose implementation has been suspended, and the Kenya National Union of Teachers NAT has thrown its weight behind the decision by Education Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohammed to postpone the implementation of the new curriculum. NAS Secretary General Wilson Sosion says the implementation of the new system in its current form would comprise or compromise learning in schools, since no proper consultations were done. But as NTV Silas Apollo reports, the union now wants the new system thrown out in its entirety, saying that the current system was good for learners.
Kenya National Union of Teachers Secretary General Wilson Sosion says that the proposed competency-based learning was bound to fail from the start. Sosion today told the teachers gathering in Nairobi that 12 March had been promised by the government in the new curriculum. None of the promises made were realistic. He says the ministry ignored warning signs that had been pointed out by stakeholders.
Let us go back to square one and begin discussions by bringing on board all the stakeholders. And I'm willing to see a session of paper discussed in Parliament so that we can roll out a curriculum that is ideal for this country in a suitable manner.
Part of the contention by the Kenya National Union of Teachers is that besides consultation in the rolling out of the new curriculum, its development was more political, devoid of the issues affecting the education sector. The trade unionist says that the current education system was okay and only needed a few adjustments to improve the quality of learning.
You must involve everyone. It has not been discussed by Parliament. It has not been discussed by the county government, the Council of Governors. All of us must discuss, and we must get back to the root.
The teachers are also opposed to the planned performance appraisal proposed by their employer, the Teacher Service Commission, as well as the delocalization policy, which they say has seen a number of teachers abandon the profession.
We are going to re-engineer our debates and engagements with government in terms of delivery of quality public education and prioritization of resources to the education sector.
Education Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohammed told a parliamentary committee that the government had dropped plans to introduce the competency-based curriculum because of a lack of consultation, preparedness and training of tutors. The government had said that it will replace the current 844 system with the 26333 system to ensure learners acquire the necessary skills for the job market. 844, which was introduced in 1984, has been criticized for focusing on the passing of exams and failing to give learners the necessary skills. Silas Apollo, NTV.
Well, staying with education matters, with less than 3 weeks to the beginning of the new school year, parents whose children have started off on the new curriculum are a worried lot. The Ministry of Education has retreated, admitting that the new curriculum was not ready for the intended 2019 rollout, and so the 844 system will stay. The Cabinet Secretary in charge of education is still silent on the way forward, but Leila Mohammed gives us more on some of education sector stakeholders who now say that the CS should quickly put together an all-stakeholders conference to carve out a way forward.
Wednesday morning, and we meet Alexander Kamau at his second-hand clothes stall in Kiambu town. His clients are keeping him busy, but he has a lot on his mind, worrying about what the future holds for the education of his youngest son.
The government has to change the heart. We were ready. Some of us had even gone and bought some books for the new curriculum. My son was to get into grade 2. That is next year. So I'm just wondering, why?
Alexander believes thousands of parents across the country with children joining classes between pre-primary 1 to grade 3 are in a similar dilemma and are awaiting an explanation from the Ministry of Education.
Some of us will go at a very huge loss. We had bought books, we had bought all these materials for the new curriculum.
Mtoto ni kufunzwa mambo ile imekuja. Saizi vitu mingi huwa tunatumia katika ujidito. Kwa hivyo sioni haja ya kusimamisha hiyo mswada.
For Dr. Christopher Langat, a career educator and the current chair of the Senate Education Committee, the admission by CS Amina Mohammed that the ministry was not capable of handling the system is opening doors for stakeholder dialogue, which will in turn give them an opportunity to own the curriculum.
I want to be very honest and advise the Ministry of Education to give us more time, one, to prepare teachers, prepare infrastructure, and consult more stakeholders on the same, so that we prepare people psychologically well to understand the importance about it, be prepared to receive it, be prepared to support it.
But for many parents, the dialogue should have happened before a decision to roll out the curriculum was made.
Stakeholders hawakuwa wameambiwa, hawakuwa wamealikwa ama hawakuwa wamekaa mahali na serikali ndio waongee ile kuongea ndio waelewane. So nitasema hiyo kitu wamefanya wakiwa peke yao na no public participation.
And while those who had already prepared for their children by purchasing books needed under the new curriculum find themselves in a state of confusion, the Senate Education Committee believes that all is not lost, and at that tender age, their children will be able to adapt quickly to the new situation.
I think most of the parents had not purchased those books. And the books which should be prepared based on the curriculum should not be for sale. The government has to provide the books.
In the meantime, all eyes will be on the Education Ministry as parents wait to be told what next with the new school year and term fast approaching. Leila Mohammed, NTV.
Well, news just coming to us is that Education Cabinet Secretary, that is Amina Mohammed, has called for a crisis meeting on the new curriculum review tomorrow. And of course, this comes days after postponing the launch of the new education system, which is the competency-based curriculum. And this comes even as stakeholders were asking that she breaks her silence and speaks on the matter and give them a way forward. And it seems that she has listened and she has called for a crisis meeting to speak on the same, to review on the new curriculum, and the meeting has been called for tomorrow, coming days after postponement of the implementation of the new competency-based curriculum. Well, we'll keep you updated on what comes out of that meeting in our bulletins, and at this point we take a short break. We'll be back with a bit more, including a graduation ceremony coming from the Kenyatta University. Stay with us.
Senior lecturers and lecturers.